Laminate or the traditional wood? Welcome back to the shooting channel. Today we're going to talk about what is the difference between laminate guns and the traditional wood guns. And this film was specifically asked by a viewer that is up north, and he has had both guns, and he basically bought a laminate gun, and he said they do handle slightly differently to normal wood. Just a little bit of a history about the laminate. Now, the first laminate guns were on rifles, then they went to air rifles, which is why I have got a BSA air rifle with me, a laminate air rifle and a non-laminate air rifle. And then they moved to shotguns. The first people to bring out the laminate guns was the Germans, and it was with a company called Mauser, so part of the Blaser group. And they brought it out on their rifles first. They brought it out in World War II so that it was a lot more durable, and the gun basically lasted a lot longer than what a wood stock gun, a normal wood stock gun would last. And then since then, a lot of other companies, the air rifle manufacturers, BSA were one of the first air gun manufacturers to do it. And again, I'm going to be honest, if I've got two with exactly the same gun, the only thing I would say with these is the weight difference is a little, generally the laminate one is heavier than the wood one. Now, I think that is pretty much because of the dents of the laminate against the wood on it. So that is the first thing that I will pick up from looking at an air rifle one compared to a shotgun one. The other thing I'm going to say, and this is going to come across very different in the shooting world, is it does look different. I'm going to be honest, every person that I have spoken to about a laminate, they pick that up and you either love it or you hate it. You pick that up and most people love it. Now, is that because of the look? Is that because it's different? And in gun terms, we're always used to that or that. We're always used to wood. Right the way back from side-by-sides and going right the way up. Everyone is brainwashed to having a wood stock and a wood forend on it. Whereas now, and I'm going to be honest, I think probably now Browning have latched onto it. BSA in the air rifle market and Browning in the shotgun market have latched on because they've done a game laminate, they've done a sporter laminate, they do the Browning black laminate now. They've latched on, and they do, those two manufacturers in the gun industry have done it to look different as well, to be different. Now, I'm going to be honest, I think that is an absolute tick in the box for the gun trade, because as the trade, we're very much old-fashioned and we've got to get into the 21st century. So to me, bringing something like that out, okay, yes, it will last longer. Even this one is probably 3-4 years old. It's got a couple of marks there, but it doesn't really mark that bad. They do dull down. So if you buy a brand spanking new one and you have had it a few years, it will dull down. So if you look at that one compared to that one, it's dull compared to the brand new one. So, but I think that is actually a good point, because when they're brand new looking in the shop, they do look very shiny, very, very modern. And if they're slightly duller, I think they actually look slightly better. But comment below, do you like the traditional look or do you like the laminate look? Comment below, let's hear what you say. Do you think the gun industry should move on with that technology and do more of it? Or do you think they should go back? What we're now going to do is I'm now going to shoot the laminate gun and the non-laminate gun, and we're just going to talk about the general differences that I would feel with it. Again, even with the shotguns, the biggest thing I feel is the weight difference. So if you are thinking of buying a gun, a laminate gun, just think that they will be slightly heavier. Even the game gun, which Browning bring out, it is slightly heavier than the ordinary game 525. So that to me is the first thing that I would look at. They're not that heavy, so they're still handleable, but they're just slightly different. So I'm going to shoot 3 pairs, and I'm going to start with the Sporter Browning Laminate. I'm going to go with the Browning game gun. I'm then going to go with the Browning 525 because it's the same as the laminate, it's just non-laminate. And then I'm going to look at the Yield It's Pro. And I'm not going to talk to you about the guns because you know what I feel about the guns. I'm just going to talk to you about the difference in the weight, in what it looks like in each gun. So that's basically what this film is about. Should I buy, and then you can think about and comment below, should I buy a laminate gun or should I buy a normal traditional gun? Comment below, comment what you think. And hopefully this film will give you a helping hand in what to do and why to do it. So that was the Sporter Laminate. Again, the first thing that comes into my head with this is I'm shooting the MK38. It's the weight of the MK38. It is basically a 525 grade 1 underneath the shell, but it's like the weight of an MK38. And the other thing is when my cheek goes onto it, it does tend to feel a lot more smoother when the gun hits your cheek. So if you want something that's comfortable hitting your cheek, I'm going to be honest, the laminate is a lot more smoother when it hits that. So in a way that's a tick in the box to it. So that's the laminate Sporter. I'm now going to go to the laminate game gun. Again, first thing I would say is it's a fraction lighter than the Sporter because obviously it's got the game rib. It's got its matte back barrels, but an ordinary one's got that. I'm going to be honest, with this one also, the other thing that I've noticed is with the laminate guns, there's less recoil. Again, comment below, comment what you think. Is that because of the laminate wood making it a little bit heavier? Because we all know that heavier guns have less recoil. So does the laminate, that little bit weight that the laminate extra gives it, does that make it recoil less? There is a massive difference in the recoil. So again, if you're looking for a nice game gun and you don't want it to recoil a lot, look at the Browning laminate game gun. Never know. So then I'm going to move along to the ordinary 525, which we all know and trust. It's been out for years. So, again, first thing I would say is it does kick a little bit more than the laminate one. Not a lot more, but you can see that. And the weight difference, you can feel it. And I'm going to be honest, this is where my saying comes. When you're looking to buy yourself something like this, go to your local shooting school. Don't go to your local gun shop. Go to your local shooting school and go and have a lesson and ask the experts on what they think. I've just gone through 3 guns, I'm going to go through one more, and I've picked some differences out that I didn't even think. So have a look at your local shooting school and go and have a look at it. Don't go to your local gun shop, go to your local shooting school, because it really, really does help you by shooting the guns and making them feel that. And I'm going to try one more. The Yield It's Pro. I know Yield It's don't do a laminate yet. You never know, it might be coming in. that was my comparison between the Laminate and the ordinary one. I'm going to be honest, the game Laminate, I know I said it's slightly heavier than the ordinary one, but I'm going to be honest, if you're looking for a slightly heavier game gun but you don't want a sporter, a really good midway is this. Again, you get less kick with it, and it's just a nice all-round weight of it, and it's modern, it's stylish. So what would you go for? The traditional gun, or the Laminate gun? I hope you've enjoyed this programme, and I hope it gives you exactly what you want out of this film, and you can make your decision whether you want to go for the ordinary gun or the Laminate gun. Thank you for watching. Please hit that big subscribe button, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Please go to the Shooting Channel website and pick up your new merchandise discount, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one.